Why is it that I work hard every single day, yet money never seems to be enough? This isn't just your question, it is the deep struggle of most people. Some believe it's destiny. Others think it's simply a lack of luck. But the truth lies somewhere entirely different. More than 90% of people remain trapped in the cycle of poverty because of one Feng Shui mistake they've never noticed. This mistake isn't complicated, but it's powerful enough to block the flow of prosperity from entering your life. In today's video, I will reveal this hidden secret to you. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss important insights on Feng Shui and energy. And leave a comment with this powerful affirmation: I am opening my heart to welcome wealth and prosperity flowing into my life. This is your very first step toward changing your destiny. Most people believe poverty is written into fate, that if you're born into an ordinary family, you'll always struggle with lack. But that is only a limiting belief. In reality, many people work tirelessly every day, sometimes twice as hard as others, yet nothing changes. They save, they push themselves, and still money seems to slip through their fingers. The reason is not fate. It lies in the invisible forces surrounding them. Feng Shui calls this an energy blockage. When energy cannot flow freely, opportunities disappear, and money cannot enter your life. The danger is most people don't even realize it. They believe working harder will solve it, but in truth, they're only repeating the same cycle. This is why 90% of people remain stuck in poverty, not because they are unworthy, but because they haven't yet discovered how to open the flow of prosperity and transform their lives. It's time to face the truth. Most people are not poor because they are lazy or lacking intelligence. They remain poor because inside their very homes are Feng Shui mistakes silently blocking prosperity. These mistakes are so small that almost everyone overlooks them, but their impact is enormous. Let's see if you've been making any of these. 1. A blocked front door. Have you ever noticed the difference between walking into a home with a wide, bright entryway versus one with a cramped, cluttered front door? The front door is not just the spot you pass through every day, it is the gateway of energy for the home. In Feng Shui, this is the main channel through which luck, opportunity, and abundance flow in. Yet the common mistake is that many unknowingly turn this space into a barrier. Piles of shoes, plastic bags, hanging on hooks, trash bins left at the entrance, or old, unused items stacked in the way. All of these block the energy flow right at the start. Imagine preparing to welcome an important guest, but your front door is dark, narrow, and filled with garbage. Would they feel invited? Prosperity is no different. If the entrance is blocked, dirty, or dark, wealth will simply turn away. Many people have lived in this condition so long that they no longer notice it. They think it's just a small matter, but in truth, it is a massive barrier to abundance. The good news is clearing the front door, keeping it bright and allowing natural light to enter, can create an immediate shift. This simple action sends a silent message to the universe: you are opening the door for prosperity to walk into your life. 2. Clutter everywhere. Take a look around your home right now. Do you see chairs draped with clothes, a dining table stacked with papers, or corners filled with items you haven't used in years? If so, you're not alone. This is one of the most common mistakes that keeps 90% of people unknowingly locking themselves away from prosperity. In Feng Shui, clutter is seen as a sign of trapped energy. When a home is filled with unnecessary items, energy cannot flow freely, and as a result, neither can money or opportunity. And this isn't just Feng Shui theory. Modern science confirms that clutter increases stress, reduces focus, and fuels procrastination. Meaning, when your home is messy, your mind becomes messy. You struggle to see new opportunities, make poor financial decisions, and stay stuck in cycles of lack. Many people hold on to things just in case they might need them someday. But in reality, keeping too much prevents new blessings from entering. Prosperity needs space to exist. That's why the first step to unlocking abundance is removing clutter. Start with one small corner. Clear surfaces like tables, chairs, or shelves. Discard items that no longer serve you. The moment you do, you'll feel lighter and fresher, and as the space opens, prosperity will find its way to you more easily than ever. 3. Holding on to old items with negative energy. Have you ever walked into a room filled with old objects and felt heavy energy even though no one else was there? That's not coincidence. In Feng Shui, every object holds its own energy. Items tied to sad memories, gifts from relationships that ended, or broken things you still keep, all of these carry negative vibrations. When you hold on to them, you're holding on to the past. And that very act prevents new positive and prosperous energy from entering. It's like a closet already packed full. If you don't clear out the old, there will never be space for the new. Many people justify keeping things just in case, but in truth, these items only occupy space and weigh down your spirit. The only way forward is to let go. Ask yourself, does this item still bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, then it's time to release it. When you clear away old items carrying negative energy, you free not just physical space, but also your mental and emotional space. Suddenly, you feel lighter, freer, and most importantly, you've created room for new opportunities and prosperity to flow into your life. 4. A mirror facing the front door. Some people like to place a large mirror right at the entryway to make the home look more spacious. At first, it may seem reasonable, but in Feng Shui, this is a serious mistake that can drive prosperity away. Remember, the front door is where good energy opportunities and abundance enter. When a mirror is positioned directly opposite the door, that energy is immediately reflected back out. It's like opening your door to welcome an honored guest, only to slam it in their face. Wealth and luck behave the same way they arrive, but they do not stay. This mistake is common because many think only of aesthetics without considering energetic impact. The good news is, the solution is simple. Just move the mirror to another spot, where it reflects natural light or a beautiful view inside the home. This way, you maintain brightness without pushing prosperity out. Such a small adjustment can make a huge difference. When the flow of wealth enters without being bounced away, it stays, nourishes you, and opens the way for new opportunities. Always remember, a home should not only look appealing, it must also allow positive energy to flow naturally and sustainably. 5. Lack of light and fresh air. Have you ever stepped into a dark, stuffy room and felt drained within minutes? That sensation is not imaginary. It's the energy of the space affecting you. In Feng Shui, light and fresh air are two fundamental forces that nourish positive energy. When a home lacks natural light, when windows are always shut, when there's no airflow or circulation, the energy becomes stagnant. This stale energy doesn't just weigh down the atmosphere, it directly impacts your mood and health. Modern science confirms the same natural light boosts serotonin, the happiness hormone, while fresh air strengthens the body and clears the mind. In other words, both Feng Shui and science agree. Dark, suffocating spaces hold you back mentally and materially. The solution is simple. Open your curtains to let sunlight in, open windows to invite fresh breezes, and if needed, add plants to purify the air. The moment you bring light and air into your home, the difference is striking. The space feels alive, your mind feels brighter, and opportunities for prosperity flow more easily toward you. 6. A bed placed in the wrong position. We spend nearly 1/3 of our lives in bed, yet few realize that its placement can determine the quality of rest and personal energy. In Feng Shui, The bed is the center of renewal, where strength is restored and spirit is nurtured. When placed incorrectly, you may feel restless and drained, even if you sleep enough hours. One common mistake is positioning the bed directly opposite the door. This allows outside energy to rush in straight at you, creating a sense of being disturbed, never fully at peace. Another mistake is placing the bed beneath a ceiling beam. Beams create invisible pressure, stirring anxiety and tension, and weighing heavily on your sleep. To make matters worse, many keep TVs, laptops, or phones near the bed. The blue light and electromagnetic waves disrupt natural sleep cycles, leaving you fatigued and unfocused. Together, these factors weaken personal energy, which then spills into your work, finances, and health. The solution: place your bed in the command position, where you can see the door, but are not directly aligned with it. Avoid sleeping under beams, and minimize electronic devices in the bedroom. When your bed is properly placed, sleep becomes deeper, energy is fully restored, and your personal vibration rises naturally, attracting wealth and opportunity into your life. 7. Electronic devices in the bedroom. When was the last time you went to bed without your phone in hand? For many, the phone has become inseparable, often the last thing they see before closing their eyes. What seems harmless is actually one of the reasons your sleep keeps getting worse. In Feng Shui, the bedroom is the place to restore energy. It is your charging station for body and spirit. Bringing in a TV, laptop, or phone means you're allowing waves of electronic energy to invade your rest. Electromagnetic signals keep the brain from fully relaxing, while the blue light from screens tricks your body into thinking it's still daytime. The result: restless nights and shallow sleep. That's why many wake up groggy and drained, even after spending hours in bed. And when you lack energy, it's harder to work effectively, your patience runs thin, and you lose the sharpness to seize opportunities. The solution is clear: return your bedroom to its true purpose. Switch off electronics. Keep your phone away from the bed. Replace late-night scrolling with light reading or soothing music. Within just a few days, you'll notice a dramatic difference: deeper sleep, clearer mind, and fresh energy flowing into your life, bringing both opportunity and prosperity. 8. A home that's never refreshed. Have you ever walked into an old home that hasn't changed in years and felt its heavy, lifeless atmosphere? That isn't just about appearance, it's the energy being trapped. In Feng Shui, your home stores and reflects your energy. When the space is never renewed, the energy inside grows stagnant. Peeling paint, faded curtains, and dusty furniture all hold on to old chai. Living in such an environment, you quickly lose inspiration, lack motivation, and struggle to create positive change in your life. The beauty is, you don't need to spend a fortune to fix this. Even small actions make a big difference: painting the walls, replacing curtains, rearranging furniture, or adding a few green plants. These simple changes refresh the energy flow of your home and refresh your spirit as well. When your living space feels new, your mind feels brighter, more open and ready to welcome opportunity and wealth. Think of updating your home as sending a message to the universe that you're ready for change. And often, that one small shift opens the door to a brand new, prosperous chapter of life. These Feng Shui mistakes may appear small, but they quietly block prosperity from your life. From a cluttered entryway to a dark home, from keeping old objects to using electronics in the bedroom, each one interrupts the flow of energy. But when you clean, organize, and refresh your space, you're not just changing your home, you're opening the door for wealth and opportunity to step into your life. The most frightening thing about Feng Shui mistakes is not that they are easy to see, it's that they are so familiar, so ordinary, that you stop noticing how deeply they affect you. You might live for years in a dark home, surrounded by old belongings, or a bedroom crammed with electronics, and think it doesn't matter. But the truth is, these small habits are silently locking shut the very door to your wealth. Imagine the flow of prosperity as a river. When water runs freely, it is fresh, abundant, and full of life. But if blocked by trash rocks or mud, the river becomes murky, stagnant, and eventually dries up. The energy in your home works the same way. Each time your front door is blocked, each time you cling to old objects, each time your space fills with clutter, you're unknowingly placing another stone in the middle of that river, choking the flow of abundance. The effects of this blockage don't strike immediately, they build over time. You may notice yourself working hard, yet results never match your effort. Promising opportunities slip away. Money that seemed within reach vanishes. Blocked energy drains your mind, dulls your clarity, and pushes you into poor decisions. It fuels procrastination, hesitation, and loss of motivation. Altogether, these effects weave the endless cycle of struggle you can't seem to escape. And these mistakes don't only affect money. A dark room doesn't just feel heavy, it darkens your mood. A poorly placed bed doesn't just disturb your sleep, it robs your body of energy, impacting your work, your finances, and even your relationships. When energy is blocked in one area, it spreads into others, trapping your entire life in stagnation. The danger is that most people aren't even aware of it. They blame circumstances, the economy, or fate. But often the problem begins right inside their living space. A home mirrors its owner's energy. If your house is cluttered, dark, and outdated, then your life too easily falls into confusion, dullness, and inertia. The good news, you can change this. The moment you start clearing, organizing, and adjusting your Feng Shui, you begin unlocking the energy flow that has been trapped for years. The first shift appears in how you feel lighter, more positive, more confident. And as your mindset changes, so do your actions. You become proactive, creative, and able to spot opportunities that once passed you by. This is why Feng Shui is not just about decorating a house. It is about directly influencing your destiny. These Feng Shui mistakes are like invisible locks holding you apart from prosperity. But the key has always been in your hands. The moment you choose to change, the moment you open the door, the current of abundance will flow naturally into your life. The good news is, you don't need to change your entire life overnight to invite prosperity. By starting with small but intentional steps, you can already set free the current of positive energy in your home and within yourself. Think of the following solutions as keys to open the door for fortune and opportunity to step into your life. 1. Keep the front door open and clean. The entrance of your home is like the very first greeting for you and for prosperity itself. If the front door is cluttered, dark, or blocked, wealth will struggle to enter. Many families pile shoes, leave trash bins, or old items right by the entrance, without realizing it is like building an invisible wall against abundance. The solution is simple. Keep the entryway neat, bright, and welcoming. Add a clean doormat or a few small plants to bring freshness. Each time you open your front door, imagine you are opening the gateway for positive energy and prosperity to flow in. It's a small shift, but with a powerful impact. 2. Clear clutter, create empty space. Clutter is one of the biggest reasons wealth energy cannot circulate in a home. When clothes pile up, papers scatter, or broken objects occupy space, energy gets stuck. This not only weighs down the house but also clouds your mind, making you prone to procrastination and drained of motivation. To shift this, start with small areas. Clear your desk, organize your closet, throw away what no longer holds value. Each time you release an object, you are freeing space and opening room for new opportunities. A tidy home makes you feel lighter, more focused, and most importantly, creates the conditions for prosperity to enter and remain. 3. Release objects carrying negative energy. Every item in your home holds energy. If it's tied to sad memories, past relationships, or is broken and useless, that energy becomes heavy and restrictive. Holding on means keeping the past alive, blocking new and brighter energy from entering. In Feng Shui, to invite prosperity, you must create space for new energy. The solution is simple. Walk through each room and ask yourself, does this item still bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, let it go. When you release objects with negative energy, you are not only cleansing your home, you are also freeing your spirit. You'll feel lighter, more open, and ready to receive new opportunities and abundance. 4. Adjust mirrors in the home. Mirrors are common in every household, but if placed incorrectly, they can unintentionally push prosperity away. The most frequent mistake is hanging a mirror directly opposite the front door. In Feng Shui, the front door is where energy and wealth enter. When a mirror reflects directly against it, that energy bounces right back out, as if you invited an honored guest in, only to immediately send them away. The solution is simple. Move the mirror to another spot where it can reflect natural light or highlight beautiful corners of your home. This keeps the space bright while allowing positive energy to enter and remain. Remember, mirrors should be used to expand light and harmony, not to block opportunities or money. One small adjustment can make a huge difference in keeping prosperity within your life. 5. Bring light and fresh air into your home. A house lacking light and air often feels heavy and suffocating. In Feng Shui, this is a sign of stagnant energy, which makes it difficult for prosperity to flow in. Natural sunlight and fresh air are like the lifeblood of a home. Opening curtains to let sunshine pour in, or windows to allow fresh breezes, instantly unblocks energy flow. If natural light is limited, use warm lighting or add green plants for balance. With just a few small changes, your home feels brighter, fresher, and so does your mood. When a space is filled with light and fresh air, your mind feels clear, your energy rises, and opportunities and wealth flow towards you with ease. 6. Place your bed in the command position. The bed is where you spend nearly 1/3 of your life, and its placement directly affects your personal energy. In Feng Shui, the command position means you can see the door while lying down, but you are not directly aligned with it. If the bed faces the door, energy rushes at you, disturbing your rest. If it sits under a ceiling beam, it creates invisible pressure that stirs anxiety and fatigue. The solution: shift your bed to a harmonious position. Keep your bedroom calm and minimize electronics so your rest truly restores energy. When the bed is placed correctly, your sleep becomes deeper, your spirit brighter, and positive energy carries you through the day, making it easier to attract prosperity. 7. Turn the bedroom into a charging station. The bedroom is not only for rest, it is your charging dock for daily energy. But when it is filled with TVs, laptops, or phones, your sleep suffers deeply. Electromagnetic waves and blue light strain the brain, making it hard to fall into restorative sleep. To turn your bedroom into a true energy station, remove electronic devices and keep the space quiet and soothing. Replace screens with soft lighting, gentle scents from candles or essential oils, and clean, inviting bedding. When you create a high-quality sleep environment, your body restores faster, your mind awakens sharper, and every morning begins with fresh energy ready to attract wealth and opportunities. 8. Refresh your living space regularly. A home that never changes holds on to stagnant energy. Peeling walls, faded curtains, and dusty furniture not only drag down the space, but also drain your inspiration and motivation. In Feng Shui, refreshing your space is like breathing new life into yourself and your home. You don't need expensive renovations, just small upgrades, new curtains, rearranged furniture, a fresh coat of paint, or a vibrant plant. These simple updates reinvigorate the flow of energy, spark your creativity, and open the door for abundance to enter. A refreshed home is not only more beautiful, it becomes a powerful magnet for prosperity. Your living space is only half the equation, the other half lies within you. Keep your mind open, grateful, and focused on the positive. Each morning speak a powerful affirmation: I am ready to welcome wealth and opportunity flowing into my life. When you combine a clear, harmonious home with a positive, intentional mindset, you create a magnetic field that draws prosperity naturally. By applying these solutions, you are not just changing your home, you are transforming how you feel and act. And from those small changes, wealth and abundance will begin to find their way to you naturally and sustainably. We've walked a long journey to uncover why 90% of people remain stuck in poverty. And as you've seen, the cause is not simply luck or fate, it lies in the small details of your living space. A pair of shoes blocking the door, a cluttered room, a misplaced mirror, or a TV in the bedroom, each may seem ordinary, yet together they quietly hold back the flow of prosperity. The good news is, you don't need to change everything all at once. Change begins with small steps. By clearing your entryway, opening a window to let sunlight in, or letting go of a few old items, you are already awakening new energy. Every small action is a message you send to the universe declaring, I am ready to welcome wealth and opportunity. When your environment changes, your mind changes. And when your mind shifts, your actions follow. That's when new doors in life begin to open. Always remember, Feng Shui is not just about arranging furniture. It is the art of living in harmony with energy. When you care for your home, you are caring for your soul and your future. A space that is bright, orderly, and filled with fresh energy nourishes you, strengthens you, and makes you confident, ready to draw prosperity into your life. If you want to change your destiny, begin with the very home you live in. Try just one practice you've learned today and feel We've walked a long journey to uncover why 90% of people remain stuck in poverty. And as you've seen, the cause is not simply luck or fate. It lies in the small details of your living space. A pair of shoes blocking the door, a cluttered room, a misplaced mirror, or a TV in the bedroom, each may seem ordinary, yet together they quietly hold back the flow of prosperity. The good news is, you don't need to change everything all at once. Change begins with small steps. By clearing your entryway, opening a window to let sunlight in, or letting go of a few old items, you are already awakening new energy. Every small action is a message you send to the universe declaring, I am ready to welcome wealth and opportunity. When your environment changes, your mind changes. And when your mind shifts, your actions follow. That's when new doors in life begin to open. Always remember, Feng Shui is not just about arranging furniture. It is the art of living in harmony with energy. When you care for your home, you are caring for your soul and your future. A space that is bright, orderly, and filled with fresh energy nourishes you, strengthens you, and makes you confident, ready to draw prosperity into your life. If you want to change your destiny, begin with the very home you live in. Try just one practice you've learned today and feel the difference. Wealth does not come from random luck. It comes when you consciously create the conditions for it to flow in. And that power has always been in your hands. Before we end, I invite you to do one small but powerful act. Leave a comment with this affirmation: I am opening new space for prosperity to flow into my life. This is not just a phrase, it is a beginning. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Each one will guide you deeper into energy Feng Shui and the path to true abundance. Your prosperous future is waiting, and you are the one holding the key to unlock that door. difference. Wealth does not come from random luck. It comes when you consciously create the conditions for it to flow in. And that power has always been in your hands. Before we end, I invite you to do one small but powerful act. Leave a comment with this affirmation: I am opening new space for prosperity to flow into my life. This is not just a phrase, it is a beginning. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. Each one will guide you deeper into energy Feng Shui and the path to true abundance. Your prosperous future is waiting, and you are the one holding the key to unlock that door.